Jon Bone Jones fight at heavyweight. I was excited about that. I've been a huge Jon Jones fan ever since he started. Um, what's your boy name? Shane. I was about to say Sugar Shane, right? Been a huge Jon Jones fan ever since he started, and definitely a follower of UFC. And UFC was the first. Well, no, not the first mixed martial arts I saw. Come on, I used to watch. I'm not counting bum fights, but I used to watch, Fedor. All right, we used to watch Fedor and Kimbo Slice. All right, fight. Okay, used to watch those. You know what we used to do in college? We used to download those on Kazaa, which I learned this week. The dudes that made Kazaa made Skype. I learned that this week, man. Read a book. I learned that this week. So we used to download fights of Fedor and watch it, and then Kimbo Slice. And so that was the first mixed martial arts. And then, really UFC, started watching UFC. You know what I mean? Started watching Jon Jones. And Jon Jones, man, one of the best, man, one of the best. And now he's at heavyweight. And I kept looking at him. I'm like, damn, Jon Jones, I know it's heavyweight. I just like, man, he just looks fat. Now, Ciryl Gane, not Gagne. You know what I mean? You want to say Gagne, but Ciryl Gane is you would call is the interim heavyweight because your boy could not former heavy. I'm like, what is his name? Gave up his belt. He gave up his belt. Ngannou. I had to hit my head. Like, what is it? Ngannou gave up his belt because he didn't, he wanted more money from the UFC and Dana White. And Ngannou was like, look, man, I got to get more money than this. We didn't got no health care. I need to meet these. Y'all want these demands met. So he was trying to really change the game of stuff he wanted to do. And so Dana and the UFC was like, nah, we're not about to do that. And so, Ngannou was like, look, all right, deuces, I'm out. And Ngannou was like, I'm out. You can keep the belt. I'm going to go box. I guess, So he's out. The belt is up for grabs. And so that's why you have, Ciryl and you had Jon Jones at heavyweight. Perfect time for him to come back. So Jon Jones goes into the fight. And, man, it's one of them fights. It was almost like a Mike Tyson fight. Like, I like to put on, we already know, you guys seen the Fire Stick video, okay? I ain't got to tell you. I ain't Omi in a Hellcat, you know what I mean? I just got one. I ain't got no whole network. But, you know where we go to go watch fights, all right? Come on. So I like to, go put the fight on, find a stream or whatever, and then, you're getting up, whatever. Maybe you got to get up and get some popcorn, here's the fight. Let me just, you think you're set. And then you're just like, let me get something out the kitchen. Let me get another slice of pizza real quick. Then I'm going to sit down. The fight's going on. All right, they filling each other out for a little bit. This was not the fight to do that. All right, this was not. It was over quick. And now I watched the whole thing in totality live. But, this was not the fight if you wanted to get up. I felt like I felt like this is like the same time when Janet Jackson, Titty came out. Like I was in the kitchen for the Super Bowl getting a slice of pizza. I heard somebody say, oh my God, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Oh man, this gonna be everywhere. I was like, what they talking about? So Jon Jones gets in there, man, and pretty much gets a submission. Like I didn't know what he was gonna do with that heavyweight. I didn't know what he could, Jon got legs. So I didn't know what he was gonna do. And he could do submissions. But, Jon got legs, man. He got feet, man. So I just didn't know what the game plan was going to be. But Jon Jones, he's a GOAT, man. He was already the GOAT. I don't know what that meme was he did at the end. But Jon Jones was already the GOAT. And now he's a heavyweight GOAT. So he's back, man. Jon Bone Jones is back. UFC 285. I don't know who he can fight at this point. You know what I mean? He's heavyweight now. He was already a GOAT. He was already a legend. Like, this ain't like what the kids say when, like, Drake album come out. It be out for like 30 minutes. Classic. Like what? This ain't no damn classic. How you know? A classic is, you can't listen to an album for 30 minutes and say it's a classic. You need to listen to this album 6 months later. You need to listen to this album a year later, 2 years later. Then you tell me it's a classic. You know what I mean? Or at least, later in the year. Like, you know what? I still go back to it. Good Kid, Mad City. All right, you can just say what's classic album. You just can't say something that just came out as a classic. I want you to listen to it in the gym. All right, listen to the whole album in the gym. Listen to it in the shower. All right, listen to it in your car. Listen to it on your iPhone. Listen to it on your Android. All right, listen to it on your Windows phone. All right, listen to it on your Facebook phone. All right, when they had that out, I want you to listen to it there. Listen to it on your computer. All right, listen to your MacBook or your PC. That's when you know it's a classic. But now kids just say somebody's a GOAT. GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT already. You know what I mean? Somebody win one fight. Jake Paul win one fight. GOAT. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all just be tossing shit out there like GOAT. You don't toss out names. That's why I propose that we do a new name for somebody who's like the greatest of all time, a legend, because y'all done use those words up too much. Y'all done abuse them. You kids, you young millennials, Gen Z, definitely, but the young millennials started it off. And now Gen Z have abused these legendary words, legend, GOAT. They've been abused. You know what I mean? John Moran in the club, $50,000 with a stripper. GOAT, GOAT. 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 You know what I mean? This is what Gen Z be like, GOAT. $50,000 with a stripper, GOAT. Like, you can't just sit here and call somebody the GOAT. You know what I mean? Big Meech used to do that like every night. All right, please watch BMF. But, he's at $50,000, they'd spend $100,000 in a strip club. And he could do it every night. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about balling, GOAT. Greatest drug dealer of all time, GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that, fam. So, look, Jon Jones, man, I'm excited for the heavyweight in the UFC. I don't know, man. I feel like he's just going to clean up again. I don't know where you could go from here. I don't know where Jon Jones, he can fight at this point. Like, Israel is not going up that high. He don't need to be there. That would be a super fight, but he already tried to go up once and that didn't work out for him. So I'm just saying right now, GOAT, Stylebender, GOAT. He's not the GOAT, but love Stylebenders. I don't know what Jon Jones is going to do. I don't know who he's going to fight. I just feel like he's just going to clean up the heavyweight. Stipe, I heard, but it's just like, okay. He fights Stipe. Stipe's like 40 years old, fam. Like, he's almost qualified to be a Jake Paul fighter. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul see a nigga that turning 45. Like, oh, yeah, you want to fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fight him right now. You know what I mean? He was a legend, you know what I mean, back in 2005. Put some respect on him. I like how Jake Paul does it. He knows that he's fighting a weak opponent, but then he makes you try to respect him. Hey, man, he put in his time. He's a legend. He's a GOAT. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be in the ring with him. Like, dude, bro, this dude look like a bag of cheese. What you talking about, fam? Belly sticking out. What you talking about, Jake? Come on, man. You like Jake Paul be like 15 years younger. Now, that Tommy Fury fight. Though, Jake. That Tommy Fury fight. He got taught a lesson. So shouts out to Jon Bones Jones, man. I think UFC is definitely gonna, enjoy that. And I don't know, maybe he can find some opponent, some new guy. I don't want Stipe, but maybe he can find some new guy that they could bring along for Jon Jones to fight him. That's all I'm saying.